is adjourned. All of the anarchs are leaving. And Adrian is leaving as well. Henry is staying. Well, he's not really here nor there. Just to see what you guys are getting up to, or if there's other boons that could be acquired. Well, he looks at Alex and says, "The location is yours, by the way."
Thank you, Henry.
You owe me one, though.
Of course.
Along with JK. I believe you can work together on it. I'm still setting it up, but you'll know when I need you.
I look forward to hearing from you. You've done great work tonight.
Can I take my leave, Seneschal?
You may.
And he just blinks to Killjoy before he goes.
There's a moment of like Killjoy's like, wait, but I need. He's just on the other shoulder or something. Yeah. Remain composed.
Hear a whisper. Obviously, Naomi, you hear it as well.
Okay.
But right next to your ear, Killjoy. I'll be waiting outside. And the four of you are the only one left in this cage of currents.
Oh, I think that went well.
Wish Fawn was here.
Yes, I do miss the scorpions on the table. I would have liked to see one of those.
But I think she's been claimed.
Naomi.
Yes.
I had a visitor.
Oh dear. I don't
Earlier
like those.
I know. It was an uninvited guest
Very concerning.
upon my balcony, of all places. So
I
you
thought
can
I thought the owl could only get there.
Yeah, so did I. But apparently it's accessible to other personalities, one of which goes by the name of James.
You could see her like immediately almost fluster, and that's incredibly uncomfortable. I am so sorry you have to deal with that baggage.
Anything you want to tell me about him?
I'm actually more curious in what he was needing from me. This is a bit of a warning. He can't know where I work. I know you haven't seen my location, but that's incredibly private information.
Even if I had, I would not have offered it to him. I made it very clear to him that I did not know who he was prior to tonight, and I do not trust him. And it seemed clear to me that since he was looking for you, did not know your whereabouts, you did not see fit to trust him with your whereabouts either, which didn't give me any more reason to trust him. From his own mouth,
Yes.
he said verbatim that he just wanted to hold you again out of the, longing of his cold, dead heart.
So you can see she's like practically panicking, like pacing in the room, and was like, "That slimy son of a bitch." Let's just say, I can't even call him a cunt because that would require him to have depth and warmth.
Neither of which he seems to have, along with, only marginal politeness showing up at my balcony unannounced.
Yeah. The one thing I will have to say, since I'm now affiliating myself even slightly with the Tremere, he doesn't take fondly of that whatsoever. And the Tremere actually gave me a heads up on his potential arrival, but I didn't expect him to be smart enough to figure out even who any of my coterie mates could be. But I guess you're popular, so.
Everybody knows where to find me.
She takes a moment. The only thing I can warn you, he's very much he talks between the lines quite a bit, and I will have to meet up with him, unfortunately. But I would like to be at least escorted, um, even in the slightest. I don't exactly trust him.
That makes two of us. And I'm thinking that perhaps I need to start investing in, I don't know, some kind of warding for my personal balcony chambers, things like
Oh,
that.
I've already thought about that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised my plants didn't get hostile.
He didn't get inside, so
Oh, that's fair.
yeah.
I'm glad. Well, he seems to be his usual gentlemanly self, supposedly. Um,
Indeed.
yeah, let's keep him on the hush. I assuming this has been our first interaction with any of our sires. Let's respect what the demands he has, but let's make it as brief as possible.
It'll be done.
Thank you. Kindly.
An unexpected visitor, yes.
Indeed.
How's everyone else?
Good. Loosely.
Same here.
I'm beginning to understand that you had something of a encounter yesterday
With the Mithras, yeah.
with Mithras.
Yes.
Not in person, but
No.
Just his
not,
cult.
not with the blood god himself.
Just
yet.
the cultists.
Just the cultists. Just the servile lackeys of Mithras. One Valatia calling himself king. Grand viziers, spy masters. They've got the whole works.
I'm surprised you don't like them.
Let's just say that I have no interest in being a member of their cult or worshiping Mithras.
Well,
I'm already a member of the greatest Congress kindred have ever known, so
yes, quite. On the subject of that, let's talk about diablerie. It's a forbidden practice, I believe, but one that I think, JK, you might be able to aid us in or participating with. There's a relatively well-known practice to consume the soul of an elder, and in doing so gain the strength for yourself, and that is the most common practice, hence its ubiquitous knowledge. But where I come from, we have separate beliefs, and the way I earned my place amongst you all was by taking down someone who was not worthy, drinking his blood, and becoming who I am as a mixture, a shared journey with other kindred whom I trusted.
What exactly
This-
are you?
Exactly.
can I make an occult roll to get a hint of what he's talking about here?
may I as well?
Storyteller?
I think it will have to be insight,
Okay.
because it's something to do with it. If you do intelligence or wits, that's up to you. But
Okay.
and killjoy if you want to hide something. Composer's subterfuge.
Not particularly. He's opening up a little bit.
Yeah.
While they're rolling, killjoy,
Mhm.
you hear the voice again.
Tune in, if I can again.
It says, wretched, 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 wretched.
I'll mutter wretched under my
Wretched.
breath. I know, yeah, but I'll mutter, yeah. Yeah.
Oh dear.
One.
Just not getting anything from the dice today.
Can I do a roll in his place?
It's you get whatever Killjoy wants you to get.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
At this point, not much, to be honest. Yeah. And he'll say that through the shared inoculation, there is a much, much lower chance of consequences that would suffer one person dearly. Instead, any consequences would be shared in a lesser amount amongst those imbibing of the vitae. The reason I asked my earlier question was wondering whether or not you wanted his power solely for yourself in order to advance your own to the status of being greater than those around you, or whether you were truly interested in the vested interests of those around you, and whether or not you are safer as one of the sheep, as the first amongst equals, rather than the first and foremost. You would notice that it hasn't done Blackstone much good, given you're plotting his demise, and to be weak is to be safe in some aspects. You are not feared, because I believe any one of us, if we needed to, could kill you.
Well, would it matter if he's keeps his word?
Yes and no.
Alex, with the bestial thing, it's not gonna do much, but you do hear it, and it's just a very angry voice in your head saying, "Equals, equals."
Yeah.
You have to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah. Killjoy. That sounds like a threat. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I know you're not the greatest when it comes to congeniality. But I am intending a special purpose for the body. And therefore, I'll take into consideration what you've said. I'm well aware of the dangers of diablerie. I am well schooled in the consequences of what can happen. I have no intention of losing my soul to anyone else. And for right now, I have no intention of sharing the body.
I want the body. I want that blood.
Yes, I know you do. And perhaps you can earn it. If you don't want to be part of this, you are free to go. But I am happy to offer you some of the blood, but I am not going to let you diablerize Blackstone as you seem to want to do.
So you want to keep him for yourself?
I want to hold on to the body. That's as much as I'm willing to say.
You want to orchestrate this? Well, you want to liaise the orchestration of this and take the prize for your own.
I feel that there's a lot of benefit for everyone if I'm on the throne. And if you disagree with that, then again, you are free to go. But I think you'll find dealing with me is much preferable to dealing with Blackstone. And it has served you well so far, and I think will continue to do so.
It's served me well so far, has it?
Yes.
What have I done?
I think you've quite benefited from being in our coterie, whether you choose to acknowledge that or not.
How so?
And I can certainly have this whole city turned against you.
Alex?
Well, you are still here.
Thanks to you, is that?
Indeed.
So
because
your new Camarilla is about, what, threatening people with the door if they don't bend and bow to your every wish?
No, of course not. But it's not about giving everybody everything they want.
Would it
We
feel
all need
more
to make
comfortable?
compromises.
Would you feel more comfortable if you kept eyes on the body until he decides the decision of what Alex would like to do with the body?
what Alex would like to do with the body,
Yes.
because we all
That's
trust.
the only thing. That's the only thing I'm asking from this. It's not asking a lot. There will be other kindred to dealberize if you're so eager to do so.
Why are you so eager to have me on your side and please me and give me what I want, except for when I ask it?
I generally am I think, a benevolent leader here, and I'm surprised that you are balking at this.
I am
don't-
balking at this.
Yeah, I don't know what the issue is here, except for the fact that you seem to think that you'd have it better somewhere else.
And there's nothing I can do to earn that apart from to earn it in your eyes. You are the wise and judicious dictator who will tell us when we have earned what we have earned.
I'm not a dictator.
Killjoy, I'm the one getting the body. I offer you an opportunity to diabolize anyone else. I will help you, except our coterie. If you really want to diabolize.
My apologies, Naomi. I'll lean in very close to her and whisper, hoping that Alex can't hear, and I will whisper into her ear.
I'm the
and
one
say-
with the senses, so
Exactly,
we're
yeah.
good.
But I don't know that necessarily. You got fucking blood potency or blood magic or whatever it is. So, but yeah, he'll whisper and say, "He hasn't ever told me no." I'm trying to
You're
rile
right.
him and see how he acts.
Well, you were also not there when he stared down a elder and tried to intimidate an elder.
Correct. That's why this is probably one of my final tests for him. He's holding his own against me, which is good.
Well, I'd like to know, and because I saw it with my own eyes, he lost. I'm surprised he didn't get killed on the spot by that brouhaha.
Killjoy,
Yes.
I need you to do a resolve and composure.
Resolve and composure.
Yes, please.
And composure. 9.
9 with a crit.
Nice.
Nothing visible happens, and this is just like time is standing still. You hear the words again, and the name Richard, of course, but
Yeah.
you also hear Angelis Aether, or Black Angels in Latin.
Any idea what that means? Okay, great.
But it's something you can actually translate.
Yeah.
You're aware of it,
Yeah.
and you smell brimstone.
I smell brimstone. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of character.
With that 9 and a crit, I have to reward you.
Yeah.
So, actually, she leans into Killjoy.
Mhm.
We're standing in between two cults. I'm atheist.
He will. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, please don't convert me.
Yeah.
Oops.
Killjoy will step back and then look back towards Alex and nod and go, "You stood your ground. That's all I wanted to hear. I promise
You'll-
these tests will come to an end soon."
Good, because my patience is coming to an end soon.
I don't want to break up a fist
Good.
fight.
Oh, I am sure I wouldn't be dealt with in a fist fight.
You both have
It's just-
guns.
Has his handle on that sword. You know,
Yeah.
just got it wrapped around.
Yeah.
And honestly, you can notice Naomi because she is a little bit familiar with like magical items and whatever. She just gets super nervous with that sword, no matter what.
Oh yeah, JK and Naomi, none of you are in doubt. You don't even have to do sentient scene.
Yeah.
It's super magical.
Anyone else smell brimstone?
Isn't
No.
that your sign? Isn't that a sign for you, though?
You smell a lot of things down here, Naomi, but not brimstone.
No, none.
The rest of you smell damp, rust.
Might be JK.
I was about to say, Alex is immediately going to look at JK. Like he's just like, JK.
I haven't been near the mouths of hell, so no.
Hallucinations can be common of our kind.
Killjoy, after effects of the revelries.
Perhaps, but they usually don't involve black angels of any form, or the words of women wandering through my ears.
Would those words ring any bells to me in terms of
Well, we have an
stuff within
expert.
the occult?
In
He'll
the
also
house.
mutter the phrases that he recalls from earlier. And try and give voice to them. More the cadence and the
Anyone speak Latin?
feeling.
No.
Yes, yeah.
Then you
Yes,
don't have to roll.
JK is our Latin speaker. He's always speaking Latin.
Well,
Yes.
the Angelis Aether is obviously blank angels. And the words is, you have been praying to it, but I'm the one answering. Do you,
Yeah, JK's gonna translate it out loud.
You've been... Oh. No, not you've been answering.
Yes, meaning that whoever you've been praying to hasn't been listening, but someone else has.
Killjoy.
What's your affiliation? And again, I rather not have to say this, but I might have to go out of my way and get the information that I need from you. But what are you, Killjoy?
Kindred, or do you mean clan?
Clan.
I am... Well, the way my sire put it is I am the clan I choose. At any time, but you call us clanless.
So an bit. What's the word? Not chameleon, but
Chameleon is close enough.
Sure.
Cative.
Chimera?
Anibus? I don't know. Sorry, I was
Mercurial,
thinking-
perhaps.
Sure.
Pure blood.
We have the blessings of all, and none of the drawbacks. I have no need to rule and place myself above and in front of others, nor the need to dress myself in beauty. I accept the world simply as it is and my place in it. And he looks at JK and goes, as for your clan, I have no particular idea, nor do I necessarily wish to indulge myself in the peculiar bane that you may be ascribed to.
Don't worry, it might become apparent over the next week.
Wonderful. But we are the lowest of the low, according to the old Camarilla.
Yes, I understand a little bit more your special sense of propriety and decorum around political kindred factions such as mine.
There's a reason I kept well hidden. But I was doing what I had previously imagined to be God's work.
But
for
apparently
someone.
not. Brimstone, black angels, that doesn't smell like God to me.
It smells like the God of the Old Testament.
Is
Well-
that who you think it is? Is that who you've been praying to?
Oh, I have been playing and praying to God. Whoever answers, whoever cleanses my sins, whoever brought us into existence.
Well, spirituality aside, if you'd like to do any experiments, I'd be more than happy to let you into my lab.
It'd be a pleasure to see where you work.
Also, since we are sharing, I guess, my own reason for having been politically unaffiliated for these many years is that, if I'm not wrong, I am a descendant of the Cappadocian line.
Which in English means...
In English terms, outlawed by the Camarilla.
The Giovanni can't know of him. I've been trying to keep that a secret.
There doesn't seem to be any left in London anyway, so...
Yeah, you seem pretty safe.
It's a good thing I'll be Prince.
Yes.
Naomi,
Yes.
can you do a composure intelligence for me at difficulty 5?
No sweat.
Sorry, I couldn't find it. Where's composure?
It's gonna be a lot worse if I roll it.
Okay. Oh, here we go. And then no modifier.
No modifier. 5!
Nice. Yeah.
No sweat. Easy.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
You feel for just a moment. You're being pulled. You know exactly by whom. And then you shrug it off.
Okay.
You don't get the direction or anything, but he's trying to summon you.
Son of a bitch.
Does anyone else notice this? Or
No.
are you going to tell anyone?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm annoyed. You could probably see like the frustration on my face.
Okay, so necromancer, right? Points to JK. Demonologist, brimstone, black angels, you know.
Well, he does wear the suit of one.
I'm so glad that we know more about each other now.
We're quite equipped.
Yeah. I don't think I think that our coterie is full of very specially talented people coming from a variety of different backgrounds, and I couldn't be happier that we are all together in this.
Well, she turns to Alex and basically says, "I'll trust you as long as you keep our goals in mind."
Of course, everybody's got their goals. Everybody's got those special powers they pray to, even me. And you know what? The future's a lot more free with what we're doing. So it's what we all want, and that's what we're going to have. Mithras be damned. So
Killjoy will walk up to you and give you a proper handshake, and
Yeah.
there's no false flattery in it.
yeah.
And he'll just say, "There's no one yet who I've met who has passed every test."
He's gonna give him a handshake back, you know, and just squeeze a little bit, and you know,
I think you feel an immense strength from Killjoy.
yeah. You know, if you need me to roll, I can't, but he's
No,
gonna pretend
no.
he doesn't feel it at all.
No, that's
So,
fine.
Yeah,
That's who Alex is.
Yeah, exactly.
That's him succeeding more tests.
That's right, exactly. You know, he's not gonna feel it at all. And he says, "I'm glad that after all the tests, we can still come to eye about this and understand each other."
You have more of my respect than you know.
Good.
This is a lot coming from Demon Man.
Good. And let's then let's take this sea in the direction it needs to go for all of us. And with that, he's like, "I don't have anything else to bring to the table here, except that I'd really, you know, unless you really want to discuss how we are going to." And he's going to turn to Naomi. He says, Are you comfortable with talking to Victor about the kill switch, dead man switch, with regards to those we care about and those we want to protect?
Yes, of course.
If you need any assistance with that, I'm happy to provide it.
Yes, and I would like to. I'll get the sketches to you, but I want to send a message with this Bradford thing, and I want to give you the blueprint of the type of. I want to get the hardest wood you could find.
Excellent. Excellent. What do you want me to do about your hanger on?
Well, I can't exactly drop the fucking body because he's more powerful than me. But if there's
You have
someone
help.
I wish I could Diaberize that motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, we can certainly eliminate problems and put them on ice, as it were, if need be. You know, some kindred come around after a little convincing, but others need a stronger message.
His for as long as I've been kindred, his goal has been around. It's over 50 years, easy. So if you can, so be it. I know you're well equipped to convince people, or kind at least, which is quite amazing. But we'll see in the next meeting.
Okay.
I'm already tangling with someone else.
And then Alex is going to turn to JK and say, "You're going to have to help me here. I'm just a little unclear, and I'm hoping you can clear things up a little bit for me. There was a certain man by the name of Albert Bancroft that you mentioned when we were dealing with
Correct.
the heralds, the cultists, and I would like to know more, have a clearer picture about what your affiliations are with him, as well as with I believe Roger Camden was the name of the one that you were sending the message to. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
I believe Roger is of my same bloodline, although I cannot be sure. Well, based on events earlier in the night, I can be sure. And Albert is my sire. So, yes, that is my affiliation, or knowledge of the two.
Am I right to assume that Roger is affiliated with the Heralds of the Sun?
Very much so. I believe he is high up in their ranks.
So is this going to be a conflict of interest for you?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Are they looking to stop by at any point?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. Might have to keep some ears out.
Yes.
Or you're gonna feel it.
No, doubtedly.
Also, Prince, should you put word out on a potential war or conflict, I know that that is the very situation that would attract my sire. And she is a deft and adept combatant.
For us or against us?
Absolutely.
What's her intentions? Or could be her intentions.
Her intentions are similar to mine.
Interesting.
And she will be definitely well equipped, but
Well,
she will fight for us, I believe. Not because of anything that we would do for her.
Mm-hmm.
Just from understanding of her personal goals and the ones that she has passed on to me. Our job. I was hunting little fish. She hunts big fish.
Excellent. Our goals are aligned.
You let her know that there's a big fish in this pond who need to be. I
think
trust you
there's-
to figure out the rest.
Excellent.
Would we have known her name? Or like have any of us affiliated with her before?
She has red hair and she wears fishnets.
Interesting. I like a lot of
As for
women
her
around here
name,
nowadays.
she may have changed it as I changed mine, and I may be changing mine soon again, given the number of infractions this identity has had.
Understood.
We could potentially help you with that as well.
Oh, I have spare identities.
Yeah, but a more permanent one.
Indeed.
Impermanence is
One of your
the
greatest
gift of the
values.
mercurial,
Yeah.
the chameleons, as you have called us.
Well, I can assure you, if Scarlett and I get any success, I think you'd be very interested in what we're capable of. For you specifically. I wouldn't be doing this really for myself, frankly.
Indeed, we have ways.
Just consider it. We're here for you, not against you.
Yes, and I wish to lean upon your experience and your blood in equal measure.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just rolling some things.
Yeah, give her. Okay. Same shit, different pile.
Oh, 2 successes.
Now, if there's nothing else, I have a meeting with Henry, I believe. HB, the pencil himself.
He's been very useful and generous with his services to us. So, by all means, you are free to go and speak with him, and I will see you after, either tonight or tomorrow, in order to plan the next step in our journey here.
You know how to contact me.
I do, and those means remain secure, and hopefully we can improve upon them in days to come with the resources and everything that we will have at our disposal.
He'll
Good
just turn
evening.
and go. Yeah, he won't bother with a salute or
Yeah.
anything. It's just
Yeah.
I'll take that scene first then. I assume you pick up all your electronics on the way out.
Yep.
And Henry, he greets you from the shadows when you step outside the building.
Killjoy still jumps.
He
Expecting him from the other side, or not quite then, or whatever. Still something very unnerving about a hideous figure just boom there.
He pulls open a manhole and says, "After you."
Yep. Down he goes. Wants to earn this guy's respect, so he does exactly what he says.
You're into the
complaints.
sewers.
Yep.
Standing in a bit hunched over in a big pipe with gas lines and electrics and everything running. And he says to you, "I believe that your haven has been a bit compromised.
Right.
If you're thinking of moving, don't. They'll always find you. But, warning, mate, warning.
And I don't know what that is.
You make a special circle that only you can pass, and if anyone else does it, they're gonna burn.
Special circle.
Magic.
Fantastic. I'm glad that exists. We feel much more safe.
If you want to go around the Tremors, I might know some people.
Why would I want to go around the Tremors? I thought they were...
Because then they know they're there.
See, Henry, this is why I like you. You know, through all the dealings with all the clans, the Nosferatu seem... I have a belief that no man should turn his back on his brothers, and that seems to be one of the core traits of the Nosferatu. Sect does not divide you.
Oh, I will never turn my back on my brood. But I know how to deal, and I know what the people above ground think of us. We're just tools, most of the time, but we're the one with all the secrets and all the power. But we do not need a crown or a scepter. We pull the strings from the shadows.
What do you want from me? I would like this from you. Let's talk business.
Just a minor thing. But I can't tell what the person I'm gonna put you in contact with would want. I can't personally do a ward that powerful. I can tell you they are going to need some of your blood for the ritual to make the trigger. Trust me, you don't want to step in a ward.
Seen, I think, someone who has done that, and they came away speaking less and burning more.
Oh, I once lost a leg. It fucking hurts. But I know people. I don't know how picky you are about affiliations and politics and all that bullshit. Or if you just want the job done.
I respect the man. That's all. He does the job, he earns his respect.
So if they happen to be affiliated with a certain cult, you wouldn't mind?
If the cult is the cult of Mithras, then I may have to think about it twice, but...
Well, we could always just ignore that fact.
Henry. Henry!
Yes?
You dabble in far too many pies.
I'm quite good friends with the spy master.
Of course you are, Nosferatu. That's what I was talking about. Loyalty between sects.
And he can see me. And wards. And all the cameras in London. It pays not to piss him off.
Well, quite.
He's maneuvering Antigen and Leopold around like they're fucking pieces on a board.
He sounds like someone we want to be on the right side of.
Well, he's quite a nice guy. He's
Does
a
he
hell
play
of a
chess?
chess player.
He does play chess.
He does play chess.
Fantastic. I would love to play him for a game. Perhaps that would be the way to earn some of his respect.
I think so. He's quite civil.
Would he come around? Or do I need to find him?
Oh, I think he knows where you live.
I think so as well.
Which is why I'm talking to you. But even he would not be able to step inside that ward. And I think if you gain his respect, he wouldn't want to.
Well,
He'll just send me. And I'll have to knock on your door. I'll give you a bill.
yes. Henry. Do you ever play chess?
Rarely. I'm not that good at it.
Well, I can always teach you.
I'm better at Counter-Strike.
Sorry, what?
War game.
Ah, yes. Paintball.
But I
Thank
can
you for
set up
talking
a
to me.
meeting.
Yes.
You don't owe me anything. I think we're in the same kind of situation, you and I. Sort of. But maybe, eventually, I might need to talk to someone you know, and you can make that happen.
You are far more capable than most people give you credit for. Part of that is the fact that you can work together. If I could be able to use that tool, as you put it, that would be very beneficial, but that's not what I'm interested in. I'm mainly interested in the trust.
Privacy as well, right?
Partially. No matter how good you are with technology, you can't get into my paper.
I have to give it to you, mate. You're quite good at hiding. You should have been one of us.
I wish of all the clans that I would have been. Even though you
Always
do
have
look
a place down
fucking
below.
hideous. You seriously ever get used to it? Ever?
Just don't really have mirrors around.
Well,
Mostly it's the reaction. But you can always tell if someone's a clanist or a Toreador.
yes, I imagine. There's... I respect the deeds and the man.
As do I.
Which is why I'm going to tell you, I don't enjoy being in the sewer. If we're done, I'm going to leave.
Oh, I understand.
Best of luck.
I'll see you soon. And he
Clap him on the
disappears.
shoulder and climb out. Yeah.
As this is happening, the rest of you, what is your intention? I can have a thing with Alex as soon as you pick up your phone. There's been a call from your secretary.
Okay.
Obviously, it didn't. Well, it went through, but you didn't have it on you.
Right. Of course, he will take his leave, with everyone else there, where they walk out together or separate or whatever. It's fine, but he will formally take his leave. And then, of course, once he's outside, pick up his phone, get that message.
When she picks up, she sounds... what's the right word? A bit flustered. Charmed. You can hear it in her voice. She's not as professional as she should sound, and she's a bit giggly. She says, "Oh, Mr. Karras, there's a very delightful man here to see you."
Anybody I know?
He says no, but he has a gift. Should I send him up, or are you out?
I am out. Tell him to wait. I'll be there shortly.
I shall do so, and you hear a giggle.
Okay. Weird. I, of course, will get a cab and head back to my. I guess it's at my place of residence. Yes.
In the lobby, you assume.
Indeed. And so, pull up, step out, have my security people hold back the crowds of adoring fans, and head inside.
You're greeted by a young-looking man, mid-20s, short beard, hair color like mine,
Okay.
longer hair, very blue eyes. He has a suit, but it looks like something from the 30s, and he's wearing a white shirt. Sleeves are rolled up, and he has what are they called, bands, holding up his pants, and
Okay.
his jacket over his shoulder.
Okay.
And he just waves at you, and as you come in under his arm, he's like holding his jacket and having something. And you can see your receptionist is very charmed by this person. Perhaps not of her own free will.
Indeed.
He's just waving at you and walking towards you, hand out, about to shake it, if you let him.
Of course. He's got his, his new gift under his one arm, and
Can you do a politics and intelligence for me?
sure.
Come on. Surely this is what you're made for. Yeah.
You would think, but
You
I'm
would-
going to rouse for this.
A little bit
That's a
hungrier.
hungry. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are hungry now,
I'm
right?
hungry. I'm fairly hungry. It's not a great look for me.
Oh, you ate a bit before.
Oh, okay,
I
good.
believe
okay.
you're 2 now.
Oh, good. Okay, that's much more controllable. Okay. I'm glad you took care of that, storyteller. All right.
I remember some things.
Okay. And
3?
yeah,
Is
it's
good enough.
not a terrible roll. Yeah.
You have seen this guy, albeit like in the bit of in the background. He is white collar people do not like him. He represents a union that is for like people, construction workers, blue collar.
Okay. Okay.
And
I
you
would
remember
like-
a name, Sylvester McWither.
Sylvester McWither.
He's very much protecting the workers, and he's extremely successful in negotiations with the higher ups.
Mm-hmm. I assume he works with architects and everything like that too. Having been generally in that business, or is he just kind of?
You have to be below a certain pay to be represented by him. He's very anti-rich people.
I see. And we know he is mortal, correct?
You're not sure?
Oh, well then, let's go ahead and find out for sure. I'm going to sense the beast.
Yes. Three.
That's 3.
He's blushed, but he's kindred. He's not hostile.
Ah,
But he has a beast in
okay.
him.
Got it. Man, the people.
And he actually shakes your hand if you let him and says, Mr. McWither, good to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you too. How can I help you today, Mr. McWither?
Can we speak privately?
We may. Come with me.
Scepter to scepter. He smiles.
Of course, indeed. Come with me. And he's going to take him to a private chamber, not to his private quarters, but to a, one of the very convenient private conference rooms, as it were, within the building.
Soundproof, all that. Yeah.
All that, yeah. Security outside,
He puts the cloth wrapped, whatever it is, on the table, very heavy, and waits for you to gesture for him to sit down. He's very polite.
Yes, by all means.
Thank you for inviting me in and for this meeting.
Of course. What can I help you with today?
I am here on behalf of the Sun, more specifically the Vizier.
Okay.
I bring a gift. And he pulls off the cloth. Oh my god, I looked up the name earlier. Let me just...
It's just Christmas today.
Yeah.
Everybody's bringing Alex gifts.
No, Google, don't autocorrect me. It's I think you can't hide your excitement when you see this. It's the revelations of the Dark Mother, a very, very old grimoire he unwraps.
No, yeah, that would be absolutely a prized asset. And the one thing I want to know is Alex aware of his affiliation?
Sylvester?
Yeah, Sylvester's affiliation.
Oh, he just said he speaks on behalf of the sun.
Okay. I'm going to make a composure and subterfuge roll to conceal my excitement. Even though I definitely feel it inside, there's an immediate, like, also internal reaction going on there that he doesn't want to come off as excited as he should be about this. Because, yeah, it's a little bit, it's surprising on a number of levels here. Like,
It's difficulty 4,
okay.
because this is another Ventru, and
Yeah.
you have a tendency to pick up on those things. If
I'm
looking
ready.
for it.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to risk another hunger here. There it is.
Okay.
All right, all right. The beast is starting to wake up inside me. I
You
used to be
hear
able to
it.
keep it asleep all the time, and now
You hear it in your mind, and
Yeah.
it just says, "This is power. This is power."
Indeed, indeed. All right, let's go ahead and roll here. Composure plus.
6 with a crit.
Yep.
You are very composed.
You're very composed.
Do not even flinch.
Yes, exactly. He looks down at it, his eyes flicker down to it, and then flicker back to Mr. McWithers. Oh, an offering then.
How did he put it? He said, "Be careful if they find out, and please accept this as a gift, and perhaps a way to find a common ground." This is from Harry, Vizier under the sun.
Okay.
We have a common goal, I believe.
Do we now? Can you tell me if our common goal is shared by us alone? Or is it one that are you speaking for the entire organization that you are currently representing?
I'm speaking on the behalf of the Heralds.
I find this very interesting.
My position is Herald under the sun. Not of, but under. Being Ventru, I have the patience for these things that the others lack.
Indeed, indeed. Well, I appreciate the gift. I certainly am curious as to how certain loyalties are worked out, if what you say is true. And it's a curious thing, given who you all, at least officially, owe allegiance to. So
We're bound to Mithras, this is true. But Mithras is gracious, and he does not necessarily want to rule directly. He simply wants to ensure that all of Avalon is his, should he want it. Being a god, of course. But Harry thinks, and I quite agree, that we can find common ground. You can see he's trying very, very hard not to speak poorly of anyone.
Indeed. And Alex respects his tiptoeing through the barbed wire fence here. So he's going to take the tome. He's going to lay his hand upon it and take it. And he's going to say, "You may bear back to Mr. Livingston that my appreciation for this gift, and inform him that if at least among certain parties there are possibilities for negotiation or agreements that were not perhaps offered or presented originally.
He would like a private audience with your grace."
Excellent. Inform him that give me a way to reach him, and inform him that I will be in touch sometime in the future. I've got quite a lot on my plate right now.
I assume you own a mirror, Mr. Kairos?
I do.
Have you heard of Bloody Mary?
Yes.
Same thing. Say his name 3 times. He'll know.
Any mirror, huh?
Any mirror. Any reflective surface.
Good to know.
3 times. Full name.
Okay.
Not necessarily title.
Excellent. Thank you for your visit, Sylvester.
Thank you for your hospitality. It's been
You've been very cordial and polite. I appreciate that.
as we should.
If only all representatives of your affiliation could be so.
You expect too much from a brewer.
Indeed. If there's nothing else, then please, I hope that your stay here has been nice. I would have, help escort you out if you like. My secretary, I would prefer if, nothing happens there.
Don't worry.
Okay, good.
It was simply a way to get your attention.
It's just congeniality. I get it. I understand. And he is going to walk him out and see to it that,
And
he has a car.
Once again, do be careful. He taps on the book. If they found out Prince Kairos.
It seems certain people have already found out, but thank you.
Not the Camarilla.
Indeed. Thank you.
Only Harry and me, I assure you.
It's good to know. That's the information I needed. Thank you. See to it that it stays that way.
Of course. We all have secrets, and there's nothing wrong about that.
Indeed.
And he walks out, bows to you, and swings his jacket on his shoulder, walks up.
And Alex is going to go back up to the elevator and go, yes!
Contained it for so long.
Fuck yeah.
Before we get to the penthouse, I'm gonna jump to Naomi and JK and hear what their intention is. Naomi, you still feel the pull. It's kind of weird because you resist it, but you know you can let it in any time to figure out where he is.
Okay. I'll let it in. Do I get images? What do I get?
Direction and distance.
Okay.
But
I take note of it in my mind. Sorry, 1 second.
yeah.
Sorry, thank you. All right. Do I need to tell anyone? Could I just leave? Figure out.
I think JK is the only one there, but he might be going as well.
Okay. I'll just tip off my hand and be like, I'll see you in a bit. I have something I need to attend to, unfortunately.
Have a lovely evening.
You too. And she leaves.
JK is also gonna leave and head to his haven.
Naomi, you are being pulled to Buckingham Palace of all places. A few streets away, but yeah, near it. And he's just standing there and admiring the building and the area. You instantly recognize him. He's even wearing the same suit as the night you left.
She keeps her bag tight.
You expect that's intentional.
Yeah.
As all things are with him.
Super duper. Approaches with caution. She's never really been to that location before, so she just admires a bit of the scenery and slightly annoyed. She doesn't feel like any threat, but will need to call if need be. Anyone.
Puts out his arm as a suggestion for you to take it.
This shit again. She takes it.
And starts walking down the street. He doesn't look at you or anything. Just say, "How have you been, my dear child? You left in such a hurry."
I did. It was slightly intentional, the reason why I didn't tell you. And I'm kind of impressed that you're able to find me.
Can always find my blood. Well, you found me.
Yeah, I would have to say, you're familiar with Victorian flower language. Like, did you really have to drop in on my coterie mate?
Wanted to see one of your friends and take an interest in your own life.
Yeah, as you probably don't know too much because this is quite recent. I'm Toreador Primogen of London.
He looks at you, smiling. I'm so proud of you. I've always known you had great things in you.
She can't help but even just get more annoyed and slightly frustrated. And it wasn't because of you. I did that by myself.
Of course you did, dear. You are, after all, an independent, strong woman. Why else would I have chosen you?
Why are you here?
To see my dear child, of course. I miss you.
Is there a banquet in town? Is everyone from Canada? How's the Elysium? There.
Boring, as always.
Interesting.
Your sisters keep being a disappointment, and I felt like I needed a change of scenery.
Yeah, England's quite beautiful.
Oh, I forgot to
even
tell
better.
you have sisters.
Of course I would. Why wouldn't I? You seem to get around.
I was bored without you, and I needed something to play with.
Well, you needed the company, because you are a very lonely man.
By choice. But once in a while I do need to hold a hand.
Well, why don't you just work in British Columbia? You know, the entertainment's booming there now. You can affiliate with plenty of people there. Why do you need me?
Because you're the best. Primogen. Do I need to say more?
She
I should bow my head in this city to you.
She leans in and kind of has a coy look on her face, but slightly flirtatious, and holds his hand. And leans in and whispers, "My daggers would like to meet you too."
You know you have to catch me.
And I know you're always one step ahead.
Always. But you're welcome to try. Or we can find some plates for you to throw at me. Do a bit of juggling between us.
Chairs would be more appropriate.
Perhaps some
Which-
torches. To see who frenzies first.
Would you like to go to our kind's equivalent of a cafe? I got 2 hours. What do you need?
What do I need? Well, I want you to come back with me. I miss you. And you left so abruptly, without a word, and I've given you time.
Not enough.
Well, I'll wait 100 years for you. Does not matter to me.
Yeah, I do remember that you repeating that quite often, even if not daily, when I was getting trained to be one of you, one of like you. So I can do all the steps that you like, but at the end of the day, I've promised a very deep man that
Is
I
this
would
Mr.
work for him.
Kairos?
No, actually,
You sense
surprisingly.
jealousy in his voice for a moment.
Fuck's sakes. No, I'm not working for him. He he's of the politics, to say the least, and you know how that goes. But
Yawn.
since we have a good taste of the Camarilla already, but unfortunately, I would like to see, and as charming as you may be, I would like to see the Elysium grow here. I know how fond you are of those.
Yeah, but not when there's Inquisition around. It wasn't fun the first time, and I don't expect it's gonna be fun again.
Yes. Well, I don't know how I can mention this, but there seems to be one or two otherworldly, which is not of my particular flavor, but let's say some very interesting muses. We've gotten some word the other day. I don't know. It seems a little too beyond. It's not magic, but of faith that we all seem to be stuck between, unfortunately. That is actually quite. It actually might be like similar to the Inquisition, because it seems to get their hands quite entangled into our politics at the moment.
I still think you should leave. You're safer with me. I
We
know
already
you
know
found a few friends and everything, but trust me when I say this, it doesn't matter in a century or two. They all have their own plans, and what matters is family. And I am it.
You're certainly the itch will never go away. How can I scratch you to get off my back?
You know I'm not gonna hurt you
Of course.
or anyone around you. I'll just wait. Show up. See you when you're ready. You're still young. You'll understand. In a century or two. I hope shorter. But I can be patient. Even though you shatter my heart every time, dear child. Why do you want me to suffer like this?
She takes a moment and quickly texts Alex, being like, "You know who's here."
I'm not Voldemort. He looks over
This-
your shoulder.
Alex texts back. Do you need me to call you?
Presence if need be. I'm gonna keep him around at least a little bit, but I'll keep you updated. Just wanted to let
Okay.
you know. I had to
Okay.
tell my coterie, so I'm not.
This coterie. You trust him?
Hmm. What's the opposite of explicitly?
I guess I have to keep an eye on them.
And what does that entail? Where I, you know, you don't like being here for too long. You like home.
Traveling is tedious. I'll stick around. At least until the peasants start swinging their torches and calling for witch hunts. Again.
Yeah, Europe seems to be a bit more complicated than Canada, unfortunately. We have a shorter history.
I have a feeling it's gonna spread. It doesn't matter really. Survived it once, we'll survive it again. Even with their TV and their internet and phones. It's still the same. They're just mortals. It's food, Naomi. Don't forget that.
Yeah, they're cattle. You keep on reminding me. But as you know, we don't really get into their matters. It seems to be way more of our kind that seems. Well, you know the politics.
I do. Very fast. You just feel on your arm, just a slight cut. And you see a drop of blood on his nail. And he puts it in a handkerchief. Puts it in a pocket.
Nothing has been done to me since you've last seen me. Why did you require to do that?
You might not be aware of everything, dear. I'm just trying to protect you as always.
A man has not touched me since you killed me.
Nor should they. You're mine. Now and forever.
You know what? I was thinking of hosting you a little bit longer, but unfortunately, you've unwelcomed your stay, and I need some space as of this moment. Be assured that part of my coterie will be possibly watching you, and I'm capable of warding at this point.
Of course you are. And as you know, I can see it. And
Can you?
around everything.
I'm sure you can smell it at this point.
Well, it helps to have a good eyes.
But yours seems to always be a little bit better.
Comes with age, dear. I'll teach you if you only stick around, but shall we say I'm not as patient as I used to be. A month, maybe. Unless something happens. I'll be around. You feel you don't see it, but you feel a kiss on your cheek and then he's gone.
Tries to wipe it off.
We're gonna kill him. That son of a bitch is gonna die.
Oh yeah.
I'm not the only
Murder.
one swearing. Love it.
JK, as Naomi
Yes.
is left in a bit of a, I'm not sure how to describe it, unpleasant emotion.
Oh, she's gonna go take a hot bath
Yeah.
and try to like put bleach on her face from the.
A traumatized shower it is then.
Oh,
What
bath,
What is your
long bath.
intention, Jacob?
Salts everywhere.
My intention is to go back to my haven.
You are greeted by something quite creepy.
Oh,
Besides the
what a
other
wonder.
ghost.
Of course.
It's a woman. She's hanging like this, and her hair is everywhere, like flames. She's wearing a white dress. Her face is distorted, and she has void for eyes.
So she's dead.
Oh, very much so. Very much a different type of ghost.
Hello, ma'am. How may I help you?
Your sire sent me.
Okay. What for?
He wants to know your progress.
I am getting quite close to being able to help him across now.
That is good to know. Do you need assistance?
I do not believe I do. I have... Well, I have several, both vampiric and... Right now there's another one in my haven that might help.
I'll just stay close then.
Thank you.
She does not leave your side.
I will enter my haven and...
She just hovers with a broken neck after you.
Ah,
Above the ground.
I don't like it.
Jake is just gonna enter his haven and grab some materials and do some preparations for what is to come.
Anything specific in mind?
Just trying to find out what the last remains of the ritual that he doesn't already understand is.
Can you do a wits and awareness for me? With, I think, a +1, because you're usually very keen on this.
Wits awareness +1.
4.
Woohoo!
You know her. She's been lying there for a long time. Her finger has moved a centimeter.
I am immediately gonna go to the wraith sent by Roger. And also use Sense the Unseen. Because if there's something in here that is not supposed to be in here, I will immediately begin banishing it.
You can roll it.
That is... Wits and aspects or resolve and aspects, yes?
Resolve and aspects.
Oh, where is it? Yeah.
4. Oh, that's the previous roll. Sorry.
There you go.
3. There's something residual on her body. Like something has tried to enter it unsuccessfully. But enough to move it. Just a little bit.
I'm gonna go find the wraith sent by Roger the Camden.
It's exactly where you left it.
Has anyone been in the Haven since I left?
He shrugs.
Other than you?
I've only been here, Master.
Well, so you've heard nothing, you've seen nothing.
Nothing at all.
Okay.
Except for her. Points to the woman next to you.
Well, yes. She was sent to help, just as you were.
I don't like her.
Do not worry. She's just a friend.
Starting to twitch a bit. Turns the head to the other side.
It's normal. But JK is gonna set up a ritual of, a ceremony of for Tessas and Donica around his beloveds.
This thing, you still have quite a few zombies around, holding a door.
Yes.
You want to make more?
No, I'm gonna use my ritual of if someone enters into the area, I make that is. Well, if a wraith enters the area, they will burn until they get destroyed.
Yeah. Do a ceremony roll.
That is.
And I think it's at least +1 because here the shroud is thin. It's a mortuary.
I don't think I have to do a ceremony until a wraith enters the area.
Oh, it's like
But
a
I-
ward. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
But I have to rouse, I believe.
Yeah. Hungry Gain. Sorry about that.
That is fine.
Before we end tonight, I'm just gonna do a brief thing with Killjoy and Alex.
Oh.
Sweet.
Oh, you're back at 1 now, JK.
Wow.
It's been a while. Killjoy.
Mhm.
As you walk, you start to hear the whisper, and you feel a daggers between your shoulder blades, not literally, but like you're being watched. And as you're walking past a street light and look behind you, you see, for a moment, black wings the size of what you would assume an angel would have. Like a wingspan of
Greatness.
almost 4 meters.
Ah.
Just, you don't hear anything. There's nothing physically there. And then you start to hear the whispers again. And it's this time you feel like it's just going through languages until it finally speaks something you understand. And says, "You have been praying, but I'm the one answering. You seek absolution, but you should seek power. I can help you attain that power. You just have to let me in."
I turn around and keep walking. But I say,
Yeah, no.
"Who are you?" And I'll take out a phone and hold it to my ear as well, just as I'm walking down the streets of London. And I'll ask, "Who are you?"
Now the game master is blanking. 1 second.
I have some ideas, but I hope they're all wrong.
You can call me Ass.
I can call you what?
AC. Ass.
Who are you?
Something from eons ago. Someone
You're not.
someone who knew it.
It.
The creator. K-Knight. You are a child of Cain, yes?
Yes. The truest children. Cain was clanless.
Of course. Pure of blood. There are rules. And I have to
Yes.
follow them.
But you want something.
I do.
What do you want?
I want to open a door.
That sounds bad.
Maybe, but not for you. I want to free some of my siblings.
If you know anything about me, you know that I need to think.
I've waited eons. Time does not matter.
Well, if I speak, you can hear me?
I'm always here.
That's unsettling.
I have become entangled with you. I heard your voice through his house many times.
Is with a capital H, I'm guessing.
The one and only. He is gone. Has been for a long time.
Makes sense.
Filled with lies. Worshippers of a false god. The one they called Messiah.
Yes, I really don't care. You're an angel of death that's following me because you want me to release the brethren, or perhaps the sisterhood. I don't know, and I'm aware that I don't know, and I'm aware that
There's a
I
door
am.
beneath the ground you walk upon, and I want it open. I am not permitted to do so.
Yes, you.
But you,
That's
child of Cain, you are.
fantastic news. Why do you tempt me? That is my question, and why do you think you can tempt me? And because we're entangled, because we are entwined, because you've heard my voice echo through God's temples. I am not a creature who does things on the spur of the moment. When I have, that's when things have gone most poorly. You want me to open the door? I see nothing to change the status quo here. You know that I am a Cainite. You know that I can be bargained with. Make your bargains with me. Give me this power, then I will do what you want.
Power you shall have.
Fantastic. You also know that I was lying just then, I'm guessing.
Does not matter. You shall have it.
Good to know.
You will
Okay.
fall, and I will pick you up.
Are you a fallen angel then?
I am one of the ones who sided with the Morning Star.
And so, if I am right, you are a creator of something. Am I right? Were you involved in creation?
Feels like it's looking for mortal words.
Mhm.
And above my pay grade is the only way to describe it.
Ah.
I followed when he rebelled. He did not like how mankind was treated. Neither did I. We want to start anew. Start over. If the gates are opened, the horsemen shall arrive. The angels will wake, and we will start anew. Make a better world.
Yes, yes. You need to prove some basic shit to me before all of that.
Attaboy.
Prove.
Prove. Prove denies faith. But I have no faith that you are God.
I am not him.
I have seen things that I do not believe. In fact, one of my friends can indeed conjure things out of thin air that I did not believe was possible. To believe that you are not one of those is difficult compared to believing that you are an angel of blackness and death, a fallen friend of Lucifer. I
will
need
take
something.
a mortal vessel and come to you again. I shall see you soon, Richard. And then it disappears. The voice, you feel like there's a darkness that's being lifted around you.
I'll just put a message to effectively the group chat. It would just be probably unnerving. It would just be, anyone know anything about Lucifer? You know?
And that's where we end our episode.
yeah. Fuck.
Before
Actually, I do want to add actually one tiny scene, if that's okay.
Yeah,
A tiny one.
just tiny. I'll jump to Alex afterwards.
Okay. So she got in her bathtub. She takes the vial and starts doing it on her sire's dick to make it burn.
Vengeance. Something
Just
we
petty
can...
shit. Make sure you make him think he has chlamydia or some shit. I don't know. That's it.
Nice.
Alex,
Yes.
when you come back, Nira is waiting for you. She's talking to Judith, and she immediately sees what's in your hands.
Yes.
And she likes you too much to just take it from you, but she is very eager to grab it.
Yes.
Where did you get this?
It's an interesting story that a little bird from our rival faction, the Heralds of the Sun, delivered it to me on behalf of one Harry Livingston.
I do not know him other than what you have spoken of him. This is a very rare book. There are not many around.
I know. It is perhaps our holiest text.
How did you know?
How did I know?
How did he know?
That remains a mystery. I tried to get that from him, and he would not say anything more except that he felt that this was an offering and an opportunity for negotiations that could not happen before, which puzzled me. He also indicated that only he and Harry knew about my devotion to the Dark Mother.
That's good.
It is good, but it also is concerning. But perhaps my thought is that perhaps they too are secret worshippers, secret devotees. But you haven't encountered them before.
I don't think they with Mithras blood running in their veins. But they're old, yes?
Yeah, I assume at least Harry is. I don't quite know how old Sylvester is.
And he's Banu. Hakim.
Yes.
He is probably what they call Vizier of London.
Of course,
And
yes.
I
That's his title.
assume he has amassed quite the library. If he
So you
is-
think he is a scholar?
Yes, and I think he must be quite good at scrying. The Banu have been known to seek the truth and learn it. And they are, well, they're judges. That's what their clan does. And if you sent your book and not a knife in the back, then I think you should at least think about having a talk with him.
Certainly. He's earned that much. I am pleased to have it. I'm overjoyed, as you are.
Judas
And-
looks up and says, "It's just a book, what?"
There are certain books in this world that are more special than others, and this is absolutely one. And I can teach you about the stories and wisdom contained within it, if you like.
Well, you say I have all eternity, so might as well. Right before we end the session, Nera opens the book just to see what's in it. And JK, you get a premonition.
Woo!
You see,
It wouldn't be an episode without one.
you see Elaine's painting. The one with the lady in blood and the Dark Father behind her.
Oh shit.
The one with the eyes. You see people around it. You can't see their faces, but it's being packed. It's being sealed, along with the 3 other ones. And you see them arriving somewhere. You feel like you know where it is, but you're not quite sure. And that's where you wake up and where we end the episode.